Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It is 2023 and I have a brand new budget tracker to share with you guys, which of course I'm offering for free in the description down below. Before we get to that, I do want to reconcile my last paycheck from 2022. So let's take a look at things that have cleared and see where we're sitting at to start 2023. Looking at the last paycheck here, I'm going to sign in on my other screen, which of course, I don't show you guys because, sensitive information. And my income was $1,639. That has been deposited now. Oops, $1,639. And yeah, that has been deposited into my account. I also have $33.45 from my PayPal account, which is from selling on Teachers Pay Teachers, which is now a TPT. I was hoping to have more than closer to $100 this year. Last year it was around $65, but I really didn't put much effort or thought into it. And clearly some things are still selling a little bit. Perhaps if I can put a little bit of effort, I can get back to that $100. But like I said, it's just stuff that I've made for my classroom that I just, it takes nothing to upload it and let it sit there. And then I got $33 at the end of the year for it. $400 to the shared household account for mortgage and utilities and those kinds of things. That has cleared my account. And this loan for $261, that has also cleared my account. Union dues of $55, that will likely come out like Tuesday or Wednesday because of the holiday. We have no federal loan payment. And although I have paid my private student loan for December, this $280 is for my January payment, which won't come out until I think the 9th. The same with my Perkins loan. So these things I'm not going to be able to clear, but we'll transfer that over to the new tracker when I reveal that in just a minute. Spending $50 going to the credit card that has cleared, and the extra car payment of $100. I don't think I did that payment. Let me check. No, I did not make that extra $100, and I'm not going to make that extra $100 right now. So we're going to just delete that off the budget. So I do have this $375 of fixed expenses left to clear from this pay. So what I'm going to do is transfer it over to my new budget tracker. I have that transferred over, and I'm going to delete this column from this budget tracker. So delete. And the last thing I have to do is just take this payday off the list. That's all my pay from 2022. Wow. It's pretty awesome to see this calendar complete. Let's go to the 2023 new budget tracker. I have already listed all of my paydays for the year down the side. The reason I do that is it helps me to see when a bill is due, what paycheck it needs to come out of, and that's just how I do it. I did rearrange my income block. As you can see, it is much larger. I have room for 3 paychecks, 3 work stipends. Sometimes my work stipend is mixed up with my work paycheck. Depending on how much that stipend is for, they just lump it with your pay. And if it's over a certain amount, you get a separate paycheck. So I made a line item for that. I have 4 line items for reselling. I'm not sure that I'll be doing transfers every week, but I have enough here that it will show I can do a transfer once a week. I have local cash sales, so anything that I sell on the Facebook Marketplace locally, if I have a yard sale, anything like that, will go under local cash sales. If I get something for a gift that is money, that will go under gifts. Then I have a line for my tax return. I have a line for YouTube income. I have not yet received a paycheck from YouTube, so I anticipate that I will get one eventually, so I made a line item for it. My teachers pay teachers, TPT. I'm not sure how much effort I'll be putting into that this year, but who knows? The mood could swing me and I could end up getting more from that. And then I left 3 miscellaneous lines on here. So the only thing I put on here was my regular pay, and that totals $3,140 a month that I will be budgeting. Anything else will be considered extra and go towards debt, mostly debt. The next thing is I have 4 columns for paychecks. So this is going to help me budget out and see what bills will be paid from which paycheck. I like to look ahead because although I'm not really planning anything in January or February, things could come up. You never know. It could have a baby shower, a wedding to go to, or just going up to see my niece and nephew. So I like to take a look ahead to see, what's coming up in the next 2 months that I might need a budget for. And then over here right now, you can only see December through September, but I do have all of the months of the year listed out. Of course, I will hide the columns that I'm not using. And if you're going to use the spreadsheet, don't worry, you will have all of those months listed out for you. To fixed expenses. I have enough for mortgage and utilities for 3 pays. Now, I only filled in for the first 2 pays of $400. Of course, when there's a third pay, I still contribute the $400 from that pay. And then the reason I have 3 is that usually it's like 2 months out of the year you get 3 pays in that month, so I'm just leaving that at 0 for right now. Same with this loan, $261. That does come out every pay. Typically, we only have 2 pays in a month, so I have the third pay listed at $0. And the same thing goes for my union dues. That is every pay, $55 a pay. Typically with 2 pays per month, and the third one I have listed at $0. My federal student loan I still have on here. That has been extended to June 30th, so I have no idea what's going to be happening with that. I also fall under the public service loan forgiveness, so who knows what's going to happen with that, but I left a line item on here. Then I have my private student loan that comes out on the 9th, $280. It was, what was it before? Like $267 or something. It went up to like $279 and change. I hope it doesn't go up again. So we'll just see how that plays out this year. And then my Perkins student loan, I do have a forgiveness program with that. So I'll do that in a separate video at some time. Then, of course, my car payment comes out on the 17th. That's $386. And as you know, if you've been here for a bit, and if you're new, hello and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and come on this debt-free journey with me. This car payment, I thought I would have finished by the end of 2022. That did not happen. Of course, as I suspected, in summer, I got a little bit lazy with my finances. I wouldn't say I was lazy where I wasn't paying attention to them. It's just I was doing other things and not being as diligent as I could have been. So I still have my car payment. I have about, well, you know what? I'll do an update on my car debt payoff in another video. My life insurance comes out on the 17th also. That is $28, and I am still working with the financial planner to figure out what we're going to be doing with that. As soon as I have an update there, I will share it with you in a video. And then, let's see, 2 more bills. My car insurance comes out on the 20th. That's $67-ish for the month. And then my credit card payment comes out on the 28th. That's about $30 a month. And yes, I do still use that credit card because I find that I like to use it for online purchases or when I'm getting gas, where I don't necessarily want to use my debit card, especially online. If it got hacked and somebody got into my cash, that would really be a very unfortunate instance. So I do use the credit card because it's a little bit easier in that sense. So my fixed expenses total $2,263, and I'm very much looking forward to that going down as more debt gets paid off this year. Now, for my spending, as you can see, I have several more line items than I did before. First of all, I have gas for each pay. I'm budgeting $50 per pay. It's almost 2 weeks. I should be able to get through 2 weeks on 1 tank of gas, so it might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less. But you also know that I have a wonderful husband who does contribute to a lot of things. He does make more money than I do, and so a lot of times he'll pay for my gas, or if I'm at like Sam's Club and I'm paying with the app, his credit card is on that app. He's so wonderful in that way. So that's why I don't need a budget for what my gas tank actually takes. Some of you might have questions about that, and if you do, drop it in the comments down below. I'm happy to respond. I respond to all the comments, and I will explain more as we get into like more budgeting this year, how that situation works. Fun money, I'm giving myself $50 per pay. Now, I only have $50 budgeted for the first and second pay of the month. And like before, that's only because I typically only have 2 pays per month. When I have a month with a third pay, I'm still only in a budget that $100. So we'll see how it works out. If I need to adjust it, I will. This is very flexible. Now, this Belco savings line item, this is new to this year's budget. I have budgeted $50 for the first and second pay. I do have a line item for that third paycheck, and this is going into a savings account that is very easily accessible to me, which means if I were in a pinch and I would need that money, I could get to it very easily. I have some ideas about what I want to do with that savings throughout the year as it builds up, but I will get into that later in the year once there is something there. Then I have a whole bunch of miscellaneous line items. This is going to be for those sinking funds, those incidentals, things that pop up. I am not really sure how I want to go about doing, like switching over to cash envelopes. Well, I wasn't sure about it. And then I got to thinking I'm going to stick to this way of budgeting for right now because I do have all the debt I want to get paid off. I think once my car gets paid off, I might switch to cash envelopes, but that is down the road. So here's where I'm going to track spending that might happen with cash, or just whatever other miscellaneous things come up. All right, moving down here to savings, I'm once again going to transfer automatically $25 per pay. Oh, I should have put a third line in there for the third pay of the month. $25 per pay going to my online Discover savings account that I've been building up this year. That is going to just keep on building. I don't know if I'm going to leave it, invest it, have it as an emergency fund. I'm not exactly sure, but $25, easy peasy to just let it keep going automatically. Last year I did stop it because I really wanted to focus on my debt. And I don't know. I just thought, let me start it again. I can always stop it if I need to. I can always transfer that money eventually if I need it. It's just another way to get some savings built up. Just to review my income, I'm budgeting $3,140. That's after taxes and everything. Regular fixed expenses, $2,263. Spending about $300 and $50 to savings. That means I have left about $527 at the end of the month that I could put towards debt or savings or whatever I need to. Right now, I need to just get this car taken care of, so that is a big chunk of where that extra money is going to go. New to the budget this year, I have my debt. So my car loan payment is $386. My credit card payment's about $30. My private student loan is $280. My other loan is $522 a month. And then my federal Perkins loan is $40. I have this separated out with the federal loan because there is forgiveness involved, so it has different rules. Federal student loan is $0 right now. And I did create this back on November 24th. I listed all of my debts. So I have $118,581 in debt. That includes my federal student loans. If I don't consider my federal student loans, I have $39,806 in debt. Wow, that's a lot. I am hoping that a lot of this will be gone this year, but I think I'll get into a deeper conversation about my debt and how I plan to pay it off, what I plan to pay off this year and how in another video. I am going to keep track of my debt throughout the year more regularly with budgeting my paycheck. I think that's going to help keep me motivated and focused on it. So now let me also show you, if I scroll over here, I have all the months, December through January. And the reason I start with December is so that the most recent month will be the closest to my budget column. And I'll simply hide the columns that I don't need to see. At least once a month, I'll be updating what my debt is for each of those debts, and we'll be able to see the totals go down, way down throughout the year, and hopefully reach zero for a few of those by the end of this year. So that is new to my 2023 budget tracker, which, if you were skipping around and didn't hear, is linked down below in a Google Sheets for free. There is the new tracker, and the last thing I just want to point out is I do have the 12/30/22 paycheck column here, and that's because these three things have not cleared. That is my union dues, my private student loan, and my Perkins student loan. That's $375, so that has not cleared yet from my account. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'm happy to respond to all of them. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you could come along on my debt-free journey. So I also have a second YouTube channel I just started that is focused on my side hustle, which is reselling. Anyway, cheers to health and wellness, becoming closer to debt-free in 2023, achieving those goals. Let me know what your goals are for the new year. Anyway, cheers to 2023. I hope you guys are all doing well. Here's to an amazing year. I really look forward to all that is to come and appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to like this video on the way out. I'll see you guys in the next one.